Hello everyone. This video is for grade 11, day 18, chapter 2, and the topic is relation and function. In the last video we learned about the real valued function and real function. Here we are going to learn about graph of some functions. So consider this topic as the most important one from this particular chapter, because many questions can be framed from this particular topic. And also, if you opt for engineering or something like that, then in that case also the graph which I'm going to deal today going to help you a lot, right? So consider this topic as the most important one. Now the first type is identity function. Let's start with the definition part first, and then I'll tell you the nature of the graph. Here I have not used the graph copy. If you have the graph notebook, I suggest you to plot the points on the graph notebook and solve it likewise. Here I don't have the graph notebook right now with me, that's why I have done it in the RAFU itself. The function f such that belongs to R to R, that is real to real, fx equals to x for all x belongs to real number, is called an identity function on R. So basically my equation is fx equals to x, so that is y equals to x is my identity function. So the domain will be what? R, and range will be what? R. How we are going to find domain and range? Let me tell you that first. So the function is fx equals to x, which means y equals to x is my equation. So for x equals to -2, the value of y, which is fx, is -2. For -1 it is -1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, right? Because both the values are equal. So if this is my Cartesian plane, if you have graph, again I'm repeating the same thing, if you have graph notebook, it's better to do it on the graph sheet. It would become much more clear to you. So this is if it is 0, it is 0. If it is 1, then if it is 1, then 2, then 2, -1, 1, and -2, 2. So likewise I have plotted all the points over here. Here I have not written 1, 2, 3. Basically I want to teach you about the nature of the graph. So the nature of graph is going to be a straight line at which will pass from the origin, because for the value of 0 x we are getting the value of y as 0. So another point is here we are getting. So this is the nature of the graph, which is a straight line for identity function passing through the origin, right? So this you need to remember about the nature of the graph. This is my x and x dash axis, and this is my y and y dash axis, right? So the domain, as you can see that domain, the value of x, I can take any value, any real number, and for the same real number I can get any value of y as well. Therefore the domain is R and the range is R. All right, I hope that you know domain, which means all the values in the first coordinates, right? That is the x we are taking here. Second function is the constant function. Constant function means let C be a fixed real number, then the function f, R belongs to R, R to R, which means real number to real number, fx equals to C, that is y equals to C for all x belongs to R, that is all x belongs to real number, is called a constant function, right? So we can say that a constant function fx equals to C for all x belongs to real number. We have domain is R and range is C. Now how the domain is R and the range is C, we are going to see this from the example given below. Now whatever the domain and range I am writing for each of the given function, you need to remember this, because MCQ question may be asked from this particular topic. And also you have to remember the nature of the graph, because in competitive exam they may give you few graphs and in which you have to opt for the right one, right? So you have to remember the nature of the graph for each function, and also the main equation, which is fx equals to x, the domain and range, and the nature of the graph. So these are the 3 points which are important and which you need to remember for each type of function. Now the second one is that fx equals to 3 for all x belongs to R. This is the question. At place of C, which is a constant, I took 3. 3 is also a constant, right? So at place of c, I'm taking 3. So I'm just going to make you understand about the constant function from this given example. Now here what the range will be, here as we are taking c, so range was c. Now here we are taking 3, so the range will be what? 3. How the range is going to be 3, that I'm going to explain you. Now if you can see this is my x dash 0x and this is my y axis. Now for every different values of x, every time I am going to get 3. Why? Because the equation is y equals to 3, which is fx equals to 3. So fx is what? Y only. So the equation is y equals to 3. So this is a constant function and the graph would be a line which is parallel to the x-axis and which intersect the y-axis at 3, because we are taking y equals to 3 over here. So this will be my equation. Therefore the range, every time we are going to get, if I have to do it like this using arrow diagram, if we have to do, so 1 2 3, every time I'm going to get what? 3 only, right? So the range is going to be 3, and domain, which are the points which are present in the first coordinate, is 1 2 3, all the real numbers. So for all different real numbers the value is going to be 3 only. Therefore the range is 3 and the domain is all real numbers. So I hope now this is clear to you, how to find domain and range. Now based on that, this question is for you. You have to draw the graph of the following function: fx equals to -3, fx equals to 5 and fx equals to 0. Also find the domain and range. So this question is for you. Draw the graph and find the domain and range. I hope that you will write, please write, this question is for my viewers. Write the domain and range of all the 3 functions in the comment box. If you have solved this, write it in the comment box. And let me see how many of you are actually solving it. The second and the third type is a polynomial function. Now this one is important. A polynomial function is a function, we know that the standard form of a polynomial is fx equals to a0 plus a1x plus a2x squared plus ... an xn, where n is a non-negative integer and a0, a1, a2 are and an belongs to real number. So this is called a polynomial function, right? Polynomial means the value of the variable should not be in negative and should not be in fraction. That means it should be a whole number, right? So the exactly same I have written, the power of the variable is a whole number for a polynomial. For example, here the power is 2, so this is a polynomial. Here you can write it 2x. Now 4x squared, this is also a polynomial. Here the power of x is how much? 1 by 2, which is in fraction, which is not a whole number. Therefore this is not a polynomial, but these two are the examples of polynomial. So this we have already learned in grade 9th. If you have any doubt, then you can refer my video for grade 9th, the introduction of polynomial chapter. This you will get it from there in case of if you have any doubt in polynomial. Now polynomial, as I said, that the power, it should be in the form of this. Now this is also polynomial, fx equals to x square, r to r, such that fx equals to x square for all x belongs to real number. R means real number. Also I have to find the domain and range. What will be the graph of this? So I have plotted the graph of the same. As you can see from here that this is my graph. So first of all, I'll just make a table. So for -2, as I have y equals to x squared, this is my equation. So for x equals to -2, y will be 4. For x equal to -1, y equals to 1, 0, 1. So likewise for different values of x, I got the different values of y. So when you will plot it, you will get it like this. We also call it as parabola, right? So that we learn later. So this is the nature of the graph of y equals to x square. So this you need to remember. This is the nature of the graph. Again, I will suggest you to draw it on the graph sheet so that the concept becomes more clear to you. Now let's talk about the domain and range. Domain is what? For the values of x are any value I am taking over here, right? The negative values also, the positive values also. So the domain that is domain, the x value is all real numbers, so the domain is going to be R, that any real number I can take. Now what about the range? The value of y, the value of y I'm getting is only the positive values. Do you get any values on negative y axis? Are you getting it? No, we are only getting the positive values of y, isn't it? So as we are getting only the positive values of y, therefore its range is range is only positive real values. So the range is going to be x which belongs to R such that x is greater than equals to 0. As we are getting the 0 also, therefore I cannot write simply R plus, that is the positive real number, because we are getting the 0 also. That's why I have written x is greater than equal to 0, because I am including 0 also. So this is how we'll write it. Another example is, this is also a polynomial. Both the graphs are important. I suggest you to remember the nature of the graph, whatever I am explaining it over here, because this will help you, and MCQ question can be formed from that particular topic. Another is f such that R to R, that is real number to real number, the function fx equals to x cube for all x belongs to R. So this is a graph of cubic polynomial. Find its domain and range also. So and I have to plot the graph. So for plotting the graph, first of all I'll make a table. The equation is y equals to x cube. So here I have prepared a table based on that. By putting different values of x, I'll get the different values of y. Similarly, I have plotted all the points. So if you'll plot this, the nature will be like this. You can try the same on the graph sheet, you will get it like this only. So this is the nature of the graph for a cubic polynomial. So you need to remember this nature, it will be like this only. And what about the range? The range will be, as you can take any values of x, negative, positive, so definitely the domain is going to be the real number. And what about the range? Here you are getting positive y value, and here you are getting negative y value, isn't it? So you are getting the positive value of y and the negative value of y. That means the range of f is going to be also the all real numbers. So here the domain and range are going to be R. So here I'm going to stop today's video, and this is it. In the next video we are going to learn about more types of graph and about its nature. So stay tuned, subscribe the channel if you have not subscribed yet, and please do not forget to watch the next video so that we can complete this topic. And you can download the notes from the link given in the description box. Take care. If you have any queries, then you can write it in the comment box. And once again, I just suggest you to remember the nature of the graph, the equation type, and the domain and range of each of the graph which I have explained in this video. Thank you and take care everyone.